Hello and welcome to another Mario Party 2 minigame review. Today's minigame is the 1 vs 3 Shock, Drop, or Roll. Now, based on the name, you might think that you have the option as to whether you'd like to shock, drop, or roll, but that's not really the case. In this one player is in charge of a lever that rotates a platform left or right. The other 3 players need to do their best to stay on by running around and jumping to safety. If you fall off, you're electrocuted on the ground below. So really, this should be called roll or drop and shock, because that's what's going to happen. But is this any fun? Let's find out.
You know, I have to say I didn't have that much fun with this one.
Me either. I think it's a tiny bit more fun if you're one of the players on the rotating platforms, but it's still not a ton of fun. I kind of liked running back and forth when the platform would switch directions, but the area you have to walk on and stay safe is pretty large, so there's not a lot of fear of falling off the sides, honestly. And unfortunately, that means it's really hard for the single player to win this one.
Yeah, it really is. I think it would have been better if maybe instead of moving the control stick up and down to change direction for the platform, you could change the speed or maybe abruptly stop the platform. It's just not that hard for everyone to stay on.
Yeah, that would have definitely helped a lot. There also should have been a smaller area where you could stay safe. Like, I feel like you could go really far down the sides of the platform and still stay on it, which just didn't really make sense.
Yeah, that and when the player uses the lever to change directions of the platform, there's a brief pause in between the direction change, so it's easy to jump back up if you're falling down or something.
I know, they should have gotten rid of that pause too, I think. It would have at least gave the single player a chance to win.
And saying all that, it doesn't mean that I never fell off, because I definitely did. Kind of a lot, too. But I think it's just tricky to get everyone off. Like, you might have that one person, like me, who tried to use the strategy of jumping a lot to stay on, which didn't really work, so don't try that at home. But I think it's just overall hard to get everyone to fall off.
That was pretty much the issue. I definitely fell off sometimes, but I just rarely ever saw all 3 people fall off. This is one of those games that's better in theory than it is in practice. With a little fine-tuning, it could have been made into something a lot better than it was. But who knows, maybe it'll come back in Mario Party 3.
If it does, I hope they make some improvements on it.
So overall, this minigame's alright. It's really easy to stay on the platform if you're one of the 3 players, and that makes it really hard to win if you're the single player, so good luck. There's a pretty wide range of area you can stay on as one of the 3 players to keep yourself on the platform, and since there's a pause when the single player switches the direction of it, it's pretty easy to get your bearings before you fall off the other side. So unfortunately, because of these flaws, we're gonna have to give this one 3 stars out of 5.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We have a good one for you next. Well, hopefully. We'll be reviewing Shy Guy Says.
Ooh, this is one of my favorites from the original game.
Well, let's see if it's still good in this game.
Hope to see you then.